Thanks, Coach. Well, both teams were hoping the rain would vacate the Green Bay area by kick, but alas, it's still falling pretty steadily in and around Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. Short boot, taking it. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Protein spill. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Safe. Check 31, check 31. Slam. Look, squeeze.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
Check 24, check 24. Pick the edge. Come. Shoot. Joker. Snap.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go. 15 line. Defense wins championships, baby. Let's go.
Throwing on second down. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A first down carry for Barkley. Preston Smith there on the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo. Get in the right room. And up.
From the 22, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
You didn't want that? You didn't want that? You didn't want that? Come on, set. 70, Indy. Here we go. Jim. Hey, alert 3. Peek in. SOS. Hey, lock it. Leo. Rush in. Whip. You're outside.
Now Rashad Penny. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Check, check. Lucky. Check 52. Switch. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Shift. You go tight. You got tight right there. He's checking.
He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Nowhere.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Down. 36 the mic. Check. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL,
Thanks, Coach. Well, both teams were hoping the rain would vacate the Green Bay area by kick, but alas, it's still falling pretty steadily in and around Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chop it. Shoot.
Throwing Jones. Catch made by Slayton. He's at the 30. 10. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there on the first play of the game. 57 yards. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready? 40's the mic. I got wide, I got wheel. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Cut up.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing Hundley. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now Hundley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Keep playing hard.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Check Mike.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jones operating from the gun. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
On first down, Barkley.
Check 26, check 26.
A gain of 3, second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Hey, turn it up.
On second down now, Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Out, 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 out. Watch twist. Watch twist. Deuce, 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 deuce. Tighten up, tighten up.
Look at me. Score, fire.
They'll run with Penny. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Go. 60 or.
Switch up, switch up.
Get it.
Second and 11 now. Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go, Jim. Check Mike, man, Cut, cut, cut.
Ready.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Check 37, check 37. Check 90.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Short. Three down. Mike 40.
Looking to throw on second down. Hundley. It's caught here by Adams. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Situation. Let's go. Off. Mike's 40. Get ready. Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Touchdown, Packers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Tackles.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, exit. On the 2.
Now Jones. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Hundley, he's going to float this one deep right side. This is intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Meanwhile here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Ready to break.
42. I'm scared. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right.
Hey, echo.
3 down. Out.
Snap.
Now on second and 16. Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Ready, ready.
Double tight. Double tight. Even.
Throwing on third and long. Jones got some room at the 30. Finds his tight end Ingram. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Everyone got 4.
Hey, wahoo.
Jones now going to throw again. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's third and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
On the double.
47-yard line. Double tight. 4 down. Watch twist.
Twist on travel. Ready.
On second down, Barkley. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 39.
And it brings up third down.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Watch the edge.
This is Penny. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Let's get it. Okay, baby, I see you.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Kill.
On second down, here's a run with Mack.
Run.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Go nowhere, 22. Go nowhere.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
On play action, they'll throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. Hey, switch gears. Switch. Go. Check three.
On first down, Mack. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Now a run with Mack. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
You can't block me.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no. Let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40. Mike 40. Check fast.
On 2nd and 9, Hundley. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Watch the screen. Pass. 52's the mic. Watch Mike.
Looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Devontae Adams. Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Wide, get wide.
On the ground, it's Mack. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about...
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They go right back to Mack. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They begin with a run by Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Back, back, back. Check, check. Press now. Press. Let's go.
They'll go to Barkley again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see. He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. 36. Hey, Lobo, 36. Come on.
On 2nd and 12, Hundley going up top. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Coming to you, coming General West.
Check the backer.
2nd and 4. Open man right side is Ingram. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
First down, Giants.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, check 24. Rush 24. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Rock it.
Check 31. Check 31.
Get it.
Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So make sure you get in shape.
60 Pittsburgh.
Check tight. Check tight.
Cut.
Check 42's the mic. Check 42's the mic.
Yes.
Let's go. Pick it up, P.
Hey, Alpha.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Go.
Come on, D. 42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic.
Ready?
Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Check 24. Check 24.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Joker.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll go again here with Mack. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. And he finds Safarian-Jenkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They'll set up to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
SOS. Rush in.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drop. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
That's where you belong.
From the 44, Hundley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Packers on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Mike, 36.
They'll look to throw here. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
Usually the big fella's a blocker, a lead back, but he gets the ball on 1st down. What a surprise for everyone. And as a former safety, if he breaks into the secondary and you see him coming, you just know that's a whole lot of man you've got to deal with now.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it. Could not hold on through the end of the play. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Jones throwing again. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Jones now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Coming.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Giants, the win means they'll finish